Hey guys, what's up? I'm just getting ready to do our juice review. That will actually be posted before this one. But while Trevor's getting that ready, re-wicking, I'm getting this Myth Monday recorded. Basically, this time we're going to be handling the formaldehyde issue, which is not quite myth, but not quite fact. It's sort of in the gray area. The study which showed formaldehyde in vapor was done in a way which, to be quite frank, was misleading at best. I've been looking at the numbers, for example, and they actually said in the study that at 3.3 volts, which is much closer to regular vaping than the other number they used, they detected no formaldehyde. Literally, the average non-variable fires at 3.7, which is much closer to 3 than it is to 5, which is the point at which they started to detect a lot of formaldehyde. So that right off the bat, for anyone who knows a lot about vaping, should be throwing up red flags about just how legitimate this study really is. I'm sorry, I know I'm not a scientist. People saying, well, how dare you say this is not legitimate, blah, blah, blah. It isn't. You don't need to be a scientist. You don't need to be a genius to see the issues here. Think about that. 5 volts. And I was reading somewhere, now I don't know if this particular part is factual, but someone said at one point, when I read somewhere while I was doing my research, that put it at 15 watts, or approximately 15 watts. Now I don't know if that's accurate, and I hope it isn't, because that would put the ohms, if you understand the symbol calculation there, right around 1.6 on the coil. And seriously, who in the world would, with a 1.6 coil, well, to be accurate, it probably sold as 1.5, on 5 volts? You'd be constantly getting this nasty, horrible, disgusting taste because you'd be burning the wick. It's that simple. And that's really the issue. I mean, even those with sub-ohm tanks. Seriously, right now, if you have a mod that shows the voltage that you're at when you're setting it by wattage, pause the tape, or video, sorry. I just showed my age there. Pause the video, glance at it, and see, is it anywhere near 5 volts, what you're vaping at right now? I'll wait. Actually, I lied, I don't have to wait, you're pausing the video. But seriously, check. And if you checked, I'd almost be willing to bet it is nowhere near 5 volts. In fact, if you've got a really low resistance coil, odds are you have no reason to even go as high as 3. So this is the issue. Yes, if you go to 5 volts on a high resistance coil, you're going to get formaldehyde. But seriously, you're also going to get this horrible, nasty, disgusting taste. You're also going to get to the point where it is impossible for you to truly enjoy the flavor of the juice you're using, because all you're going to taste is burnt cotton, or whatever material your wick is made of. That's what you're going to be tasting. That's what's going to happen if you actually get to that point. So, right off the bat, if that's actually happening, change your coil. Seriously, they're not that expensive. And stay out of that range. Keep it down to the point that you're not getting that nasty taste so you can actually enjoy your vapor. I mean, that's just common sense. You don't even have to be thinking of the health risks here to know that that's the sensible thing to do, because obviously, why go out and get this awesome juice that you love the flavor of if you're going to be ruining it, basically, with this disgusting taste of burnt cotton? Obviously no one's going to do that. And this is where the misleading part comes in. This is why I have no issue whatsoever, even though I'm not a scientist, because I do know enough about this, and anyone who is an educated vapor knows enough about this, and by educated vapor I mean people who actually do the research, to know that this is ridiculous. No sensible person is going to be intentionally vaping on that kind of nasty, disgusting flavor when all they have to do is turn down the voltage or wattage if it's a wattage variable, and avoid that and actually enjoy what they're vaping on. Really. So yes, if you overheat your coil, if you're willing to put up with this nasty, disgusting flavor for no reason, with no benefit to you whatsoever, then yeah, you're going to be vaping formaldehyde. Other than that, this so-called study is complete nonsense. Really. I mean, honestly, don't even know anyone. I actually know, not that long ago, a friend of mine who knows that I tend to study these things and look into them and find out about them actually came to me and asked me about this. Hey, recently this vapor started giving me this nasty flavor. And I just told him, change your coil, turn down the wattage. They were at, I think, actually they were at about 15 watts. They might have been accidentally repeating this experiment. And I just told them, look, don't put up with that. Don't ruin it with this disgusting flavor. And I told them about the formaldehyde issue. And so that's what I'm telling you now. If you're getting this nasty, disgusting flavor, if you're getting what most vapors refer to as dry burns, just turn down the voltage or wattage, depending on which you're using. It's as simple as that. It's not that difficult. And if you've got a high resistance coil, you shouldn't be in that range to begin with, because your coil is simply not designed for that. So, it's as simple as that. Just be smart about it. If you've got a high resistance coil, keep that wattage or voltage down. And if you're getting this disgusting, nasty taste off your vapor, you should already know something needs to be changed there. Just use your brain, and you can avoid this formaldehyde issue 100%. Okay? So, with our second Myth Monday, which, happy Thanksgiving to any Canadians out there, by the way. For the Americans, it's Thanksgiving here in Canada on Monday. So, with that said, this is Vapor Sean, second half of Vaportron, signing out.